We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at the Saints defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Brown. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. In motion right, that's Hyatt. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Bronco 80.
first down. Brown. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
Throwing again. Brown. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Crack 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Running free at the 45. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll get this down to the 38. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes You have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. These two teams all tied after 1. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On second down, here's Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 from the 44. And now Carr changing the formation. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 20.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Ty Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down carry now for Miller. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Carr. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Back to throw. Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Brown now on third down.
That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one finds Hyatt.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
734.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it again with Miller. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Johnson running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Miller again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kendre Miller.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down the right sideline.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown,
man, it keep lagging. Miss my kick and tackles.
Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Damn the fumble SMH.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hyatt goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hooing me.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Dragon 60! 70 Ranger! 70 Ranger!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the... Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, we We may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run over them, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my...
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
2 fumbles back-to-back drives.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Carr. Oh, this is taken in. It's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running left is Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Gets past 1 man. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Let's go now.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Ready.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Trying to take this home. They'll run. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready. Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
Now Brown to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Looking to throw. Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here.